Hey my love, so today I'm gonna make some ground beef stir fry with quinoa rice. So I'm gonna start off by warming my pan on the hob. Then I just drizzle in some oil. I'm using avocado oil here. So when my oil is quite hot, I'm going to wait for my oil to get a bit hot. But then I'm just gonna boil the water for the quinoa rice. So yeah, I just put in about 2 cups of water and I made a little mess, so I'm just gonna clean my hot top and I'm triggering everything on there right now. But hey, so I'm just gonna turn my hot back on and boil some water for the quinoa and rice. Yeah. So I'm just gonna lid my pot and wait for the water to boil a bit. I'll then add some salt. So I just pop in half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm gonna add in some oil to cook my rice. I usually like to cook my grains with a little bit of oil, not too much. So I'll just drizzle a bit of the oil in the salted water, and I'm gonna bring this to a boil before I add in the rinsed grains later. So yeah, I'm not gonna work on the ground beef. So my ground beef is quite frozen because I froze it when I bought it because I wanted it to last. So I'm just gonna pop this into my hot pan to kind of defrost it. I actually do not like cooking ground beef from frozen because it takes a really long while before I defrost. I like to cook it fresh, but I didn't have like a non-frozen one, so this is what I'm working with. So I'm just gonna pop on some paprika on the surface, and then I'm just gonna turn it to the side. So this is how I defrost it when it's kind of solid frozen. I just turn each side and try and like cook it and then turn it so it's all like disintegrated. So here I'm adding some homemade seasoning blend. This is just a blend of garlic, ginger, and brown onions. I love this blend. It's really nice. Like it's I use in most of my sauces and meat seasonings. So it's it's defrosting really well here. So I'm just gonna pop in my aromatics. So I'm just adding in some peppercorns. I'm using the green peppercorns. I'm just gonna grind this up. My main aromatics I go for when I'm seasoning meat is green peppercorns and rosemary and anise seed. This three blend is so gorgeous. I love to use it. You can try that on your meat rubs or seasoning, and it's really gonna elevate the game on you, on the taste of your meat. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this on my meat because it's well disintegrated now, so it's gonna absorb the seasoning more than when it was still frozen. Yeah, so as I wait for this to cook, I just like transferred my pot to the other side so I can just have like, because the handle is quite long. Yeah. So we're gonna heat up some oil in a separate pot, and I'm gonna fry up some purple onions. So this is me starting to make the beef casserole or sauce. So yeah, I'm gonna fry up some purple onions, and then I'm gonna pop in chopped carrots and celery. I like to put in my carrots really quickly in my cooking process because I like it's quite hard and I like it to get soft by the time I add in the other veggies. So I usually go in with my hard produce first. So my quinoa rice is still cooking, so I had to stir it occasionally so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. So that's what I'm doing here. And yeah, I'm just gonna let it because it's still got some water to absorb, and I'll just turn down the heat a bit. And then back to my beef sauce. So I'm just gonna tip in the rest of the homemade blend I used to season the meat earlier. So this is garlic, ginger, and onions or shallot. I'm gonna tip in some chopped courgette or zucchini. I don't know which way you call it. So yeah, I love courgettes in stir fries. It's such a nice way to like eat your courgette because it absorbs the other flavors and it tastes really great. If you're not a fan of courgette, this is a way when you cook it, you're really gonna like it. So I'm gonna season up my veg with half a teaspoon of paprika, and I'm just gonna go in with a pinch of cayenne pepper. It's quite spicy, so I don't do too much of it. Then I'm gonna go in with my callo beef seasoning. Because I'm using ground beef to cook, I'm just gonna use a beef kind of stock because I want a beefy stock to just complement everything. So I'm just gonna break this into pieces onto my veg, and I'm gonna stir it in to make sure that it's well combined. Then this is our cooked mince. So I'm just gonna pour this back into the veg mixture. And yeah, it cooked really well. It took a long while to defrost. So I'd advise if you're making this, you defrost your meat before you cook it so it speeds up your cooking process. So yeah, here I have my beef. I just mix it all up with my veg, and I'm gonna put in my soy sauce and tomato sauce mixture. This is just 1-to-2 ratio. Then I just tip in a bit of water. This is normal tap water. So I'm just gonna stir it in and combine again. And yeah, it's looking really good. I'm gonna sprinkle the rest of my peppercorn and aniseed grind. And I'm gonna lid my pot to simmer slowly on medium heat. So it's well simmered. I'm gonna now add in my chopped leeks, my garden peas, and some peppers. Then I lid again to simmer, and now my kitchen is filled with all of the locked in flavors and aromas. It smells really great. I'm just gonna garnish with some parsley. This is like a handful of parsley. I just cut it roughly on the top. Yeah, so our sauce is pretty much done. It smells really aromatic. I'm just gonna garnish finally with chili flakes. I love my chili flakes. So here we have it. Our sauce is ready, and I cannot wait to pair this up with my quinoa rice. So yeah, there we have it. I hope you try this recipe and enjoy it when you do. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. Bye.